All right, number 2. My final principle for you this Monday is I want you to use your job as a laboratory. Yeah, you heard what I said. Use your job as a laboratory. In the words of Allen Iverson, you talking about practice? Practice? Are we talking about practice? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because what I want you to know is where you're going to be in the future has a lot to do with what you do every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, and every Friday. I got a quick story for you. I went to a university called Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama. That's right, Oakwood University, Huntsville, Alabama. And in the cafeteria, as we were going in the cab, they had a mural, right? And on the mural, it was strange, right? The picture was actually broken up, into 2. And on one side was the present, and on the other side was the future. And if you look closely at the picture, what you saw was, there was this picture of Africans who were enslaved, and they were working the cotton fields. But it was weird because as they were working on the cotton fields of Alabama, you could see on the other side, they had this dream of what the future would be. And so on one side, you have Africans who were enslaved, and on the other side, you have physicians, astronauts, engineers, and teachers. Right? And on the capture it said, what you are to be, you are now becoming. What you are to be, right? You are now becoming. Right? So I encourage you, I challenge you to realize and to recognize that your job is just a lab. If you're gonna be a boss one day, a supervisor one day, if you're gonna do it big one day, you have to be faithful over few, and then you'll be rule over many. So when you go to work, everything you do, if you're faithful over the small things, one day you'll be responsible for the big things. Right? All right, so let me paint the picture for you so I can make sure this principle is clear. So last week you saw me at UMass speaking, and I want you to know that although I was at UMass last Monday, right? Doing it big, hotel, travel, financially, everything was love. You saw the shirt, right? Paraphernalia, the whole 9. Watch this, right? What I want you to know if you're out there watching this is that what you saw at UMass started over 20 years ago. That's right. What you saw at UMass started 20 years ago. I'll never forget I had an opportunity to do what they call in college service learning. So I went out into one of the project areas and I started a GED program. And what I didn't realize was every single day when I did that GED program, I started the first 15 minutes with the motivational moment. That's right, you thought that the motivational moment started in 2010. Right? But actually, in 1991, when I was a junior in college, I started a GED program, and every single day before we started class, I would read them a motivational minute, and I would talk about it. Now, this is what's crazy. I don't care if 2 students showed up, 10 students showed up, or 15 students showed up. I talked to those students like it was 150 people in the room. Right? So what you saw at UMass started over 20 years ago. And guess what? 20 years later, E.T. the Motivator is traveling all over the country, motivating people because I was faithful in few things. That's right. Right? I'm talking about practice. And if you practice well, one day, you won't just practice. One day you win it all. Once again, right? What you are to be, you are now becoming. right?